Hi, my name's Wayne Robson. I've been a Christian for a year now. I've gone through quite a major transformation. I started off a year ago, well just over a year ago. I was running around selling drugs, involving a lot of violence, and really I was in the pits of hell, if you want to put it that way. And there came a time where I was at my lowest point and I had no one to go, I had nowhere to go. I tried many ways of getting out of the situation I was in and I could never get there. And one day I went into hiding for 5 years because I had people trying to shoot me and God knows what else. And I bumped in an old friend of mine that I used to do the odd bit of business with, and I bumped into him and I went round his house for dinner and he started telling me all about Jesus and what he had done for him, and I thought he was joking with me. I thought, you know, well, hang on a minute, this is a guy I used to sniff cocaine with and go out pulling girls, drinking, fighting, and all of a sudden he's telling me that he ain't doing none of this stuff anymore, which was, as you can imagine, came as a bit of a shock. And anyway, after a lot of arm twisting and a lot of convincing, he managed to take me to Kingdom Faith Church, where I met Pastor Paul Taylor, and it was a major turning point in my life. I'm not going to say it's all been plain sailing, right, because it hasn't been, because it's when you find, or when Jesus finds you, you know, a lot of the stuff that all of a sudden you have to put into practice in your life, it becomes very difficult because your mindset is so used to how you've been. And when you look at the way that Jesus led his life, at first it seems such an alien concept. You look and you think, how can I ever be anything like that? But as time goes on, you have your hiccups, and I'll put my hand up and I'll vouch for that. You definitely have hiccups along the way, because you've got to remember that the enemy is always trying to drag you back to where you are, well, where you was, you know, because he's got a major rump, you know, because you know, one of his major soldiers has been pulled away by the other side and he don't like it. So things go wrong and he lays traps for you along the way and hopes you fall back into them, and the odd one you do sort of tip over the edge, and then lucky enough God's hand comes down and pulls you back again. And you know, the one thing I've really realised since I've found Jesus is he never leaves you. Although sometimes you have dark moments and you think, is it worth it? And you can't, you know, there's times when you sit there and you think, well, why is he not talking to me? What, you know, what's happening? But he's always there, you know, and sometimes he does let you sit there and try and figure it out yourself, and then when you fall over, he's the one who picks you up and says, now let's do it my way. You know, and you know, and I find that since I've been following Jesus, my life's changed dramatically. I mean, the violence has gone, the drugs have gone, you know, and it's just such a wonderful life that you can lead if you follow him. I've now been at Bible college for a year, and I know that shocked me as well, you know what I mean? Sorry, I've gone straight from the dark area straight into the light area, and it's been quite a quick transformation, you know. But all I can say to you is, you know, if you haven't found Jesus, and if you're in a dark place, right, and things ain't right, and you know deep inside when things ain't right, and if you're really looking for a way out and looking for a better life, you know, all I can say to you is just give him a chance, you know, and you never know, you know, you might end up where I am. Alright, thank you, thanks a lot.